Hi, this is Heather with Yellow Ribbon Crafts, and I'm going to show you a technique that I use for all of my Entrelac. All my patterns are written so that when you get to the end of the row, you'll flip it over and then you'll purl on the way back. And then when you get to the bow over here, you turn it back, and it's kind of a pain every time you turn it, and I got really sick of that. But I love Entrelac, so I've devised another way to do it. And what I do is I knit backwards. And I'm going to show you first with my yarn on the right. So I'll move my yarn bowl over here to the right. And all my patterns are written slipping the first stitch. Oh, I just want to grab it with my left hand. Sorry. In order to make a knit stitch backwards, you just move the stitch to the left hand needle and then you knit it like usual and put it back on the left again. So move it from the right needle to the left needle, knit it, and move it back to the left needle. Let's do that all the way to the end. And it takes a little bit to get used to. As you can see, I'm kind of fumbling with it a little bit. And then we do our last one. There. And now we can just slip that first stitch and knit all the way across again. So any time on any of the patterns that I have for Entrelac, Christine, Carrie, or Lizzie, you can do this. When you get to the edge here, you're going to knit these last two together, and that's what joins this side to this side over here. So that's how you do it if you're holding the yarn in your right hand. I hold the yarn in my left hand. So let's try it again. This one goes a little quicker for me. I move the yarn from the right needle over to the left. I'm going to knit it and put it back on the left needle. I'm going to show you a couple more times slowly. Move it to the left needle, knit it, and put it back on that left needle. Here's my last one. And then because it's already over here on the right, I just slip it, which it means just leave it alone, and knit the rest. Oh, I'm tangled in my yarn bowl. Give me a sec. All the way to the end. And when I get to the end, I'm going to join this square to that square by knitting these two together. And in my patterns, it always calls for a slip, slip, knit. Because the way I knit, it ends up being a slip, slip, knit automatically. So I can just knit those two together like that. So there you go. That is how I am able to bust out these Entrelac patterns so quickly, because I do not have to turn them back and forth and back and forth. The patterns are written that way because not everybody knows how to knit backwards, but this is my handy dandy trick. Any purls in my patterns can actually be done by knitting backwards. Enjoy! Hope this really helps you knock out some more Entrelac patterns, because it is my favorite technique.